Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Welcome to session 31 of the Sundarakandam learning series. Today we are in Sarga 6, 19th Shloka. To quickly recap what has happened, now Hanuman has entered uh, the inner quarters, inner part of Ravana's collection of palaces. And here he thinks it looks like Lanka Bharanam, like an ornament of Lanka itself, Ravana's palace. That's how he describes it. And then we just ended the previous session with him leaping over from house to house. He just started leaping over. And we discussed the happiness that he felt when crossing over Vibhishana's house, because that was truly Hari Nilayam in Lanka. So he was very happy to cross that house. And now we see him leaping over more houses. All these actually meaning is very straightforward. One after the other, we learn all the enemies' names. Okay, and if you're asking how did he know what their names were, how did he know whose houses he was leaping over, we have two reasons as I explained in the previous class. The first reason being Hanuman is Sarvagya. He knows everything. He knows how to identify people's houses, the Lakshanas also. He knows the enemy very well, so he would have known. The other reason being Valmiki himself had Divya Drishti as granted by Brahma, so he knew whose houses Hanuman was leaping. This is the narrative of whose houses he is leaping. So we continue. शुकस्य च महातेजाः शुकस्य च महातेजाः सारणस्य च धीमतः तथा चेन्द्रजितो वेश्म. Please chant after me so I can see if you're learning. Jagamahariuthapah. Line by line. Shukasya cha mahatejaha saranasya cha dhimatah. Shukasya cha mahatejaha saranasya cha dhimatah तथा चेन्द्रजितो वेश्म जगामहरियूथपः तथा चेन्द्रजितो वेश्म जगामहरियूथपः. So now we are in the meaning of the shloka. Shukasya cha mahatejaha सारणस्य च धीमतः तथा च इंद्रजितः वेश्म जगाम हरियूथपः. So here the verb of this sentence is jagama. Jagama means what? He went. Now this he went should not be understood as he went up to the main door, knocked there and tried to see, or entered the house. This jagama here means upluve. He leaped over. He leapt over from house to house. Okay. So jagama here is not to be taken as went into the house, but leapt over the house. So whom did he see? Whose houses did he see? Shukasya cha mahatejaha. Shuka, the mahateja shukaha. So mahatejaha shukaha, which means the effulgent Shuka's house. Dhimataha saranasya cha, the intelligent Sarana's house. Tatha, likewise, cha, and Indrajitaha Veshva. Indrajit, the son of Ravana. Veshva means palace. Indrajit's palace. Jagama. Hari Yuthapaha, the leader of the monkey troops. Yuthapaha means leader of the monkey troops. Okay, Hari means monkey. Yuthapaha, leader of the troops. Hari Yuthapaha, leader of the monkey troops. That is the meaning of this particular shloka. Next shloka we can go into. Jambumale sumalescha jagamahari sattamaha rashmiketoscha bhavanam सूर्यशत्रोस्तथैव च वज्रकायस्य च तथा उपप्लुवे समहाकपिः Puplube Samahakapihi. Line by line. Jambumale Sumalescha Jagamahari Sattamaha. Jambumale Sumalescha Jagamahari Sattamaha. Rashmiketoscha Bhavanam Surya Shatrostatthaiva cha Rashmiketoscha Bhavanam Surya Shatrostatthaiva cha Vajrakayasya cha Vajrakayasya tatha Upluve Samahakapihi Vajrakayasya tatha Upluve Samahakapihi. Together. Jambumale Sumalescha Jagamahari Sattamaha Rashmiketoscha Bhavanam Surya Shatrostatthaiva cha Vajrakayasya tatha Upluve Samahakapihi. Meaning, here also, first verb is Jagama, second verb is Kupluve. Jagama went, Kupluve left over. Here both practically mean the same for him. Harisattamaha, the greatest among the monkeys. Jambumalehe, cha, sumalehe, cha, okay, Jambumalehe, cha, sumalehe. Jambumalis and Sumalis, Bhavanam. We should take from the second line. Bhavanam, Jagama. Then Saha Mahakapihi, he the great monkey. Rashmiketoho, Rashmiketu is the name of the Asura. Rashmiketu's Bhavanam, Tathaivacha, like and likewise, Surya Shatroho. In some books it will be given as Surya Ketoho. Both are okay. Surya Shatroho, if it is given, the name of the Asura is Surya Shatru. Surya Ketoho, if it is given, name of the Asura is Surya Ketu. Surya Shatroho, one who is the enemy of Surya Bhagavan. So Surya, maybe he picked up a fight with Surya Bhagavan, was in a war with him, which is why he probably got the name. Like we saw, many names are actually the kind which describe the personality of the individual. Like we saw now earlier, even now here we see Vajrakayasya, one with a kaya, body like Vajra, body like thunder. So thunderbolt, he is very strong. So Vajrakayasya Bhavanam Tatha Pupluve, he left over. So net meaning is Jambumali and Sumali's Bhavanam means mansion. The greatest among monkeys entered, or rather left over. And then Rashmiketu, Surya Shatru and Vajrakaya's houses also he left over. That is the meaning. This is all quite straightforward for the next few shlokas. He just leaps over many houses. Dhumrakshasya cha sampatehe Dhumrakshasya च sampatehe Bhavanam Marutatmajaha Bhavanam Marutatmajaha Vidyutrupasya Bhimasya Vidyutrupasya Bhimasya Ghanasya Vighanasya cha Ghanasya Vighanasya cha Dhumrakshasya cha sampater Bhavanam Marutatmajaha Dhumrakshasya cha sampater Bhavanam Marutatmajaha Vidyutrupasya Bhimasya Ghanasya Vighanasya cha Vidyutrupasya Bhimasya Ghanasya Vighanasya cha. Rajiji following up together. Dhumrakshasya cha sampater Bhavanam Marutatmajaha Vidyutrupasya Bhimasya Ghanasya Vighanasya cha. So here there is not even a verb. We should just add the word Pupluve. The verb Pupluve is taken from the given shlokas. Actually, what we can do is to do the Anvaya instead of doing like this, which is one shloka. Let's take 3 of them in one shot and do it. Okay, so let's take this one and the next couple. Shukanasasya vakrasya Shukanasasya vakrasya षठस्य विकटस्य च षठस्य विकटस्य च ब्रह्मकर्णस्य दंष्ट्रस्य ब्रह्मकर्णस्य दंष्ट्रस्य रोमशस्य च रक्षसः रोमशस्य च रक्षसः शुकनासस्य वक्त्रस्य षठस्य विकटस्य च शुकनासस्य वक्त्रस्य षठस्य विकटस्य च ब्रह्मकर्णस्य दंष्ट्रस्य रोमशस्य च रक्षसः ब्रह्मकर्णस्य दंष्ट्रस्य रोमशस्य च रक्षसः together शुकनासस्य वक्त्रस्य षठस्य विकटस्य च ब्रह्मकर्णस्य दंष्ट्रस्य रोमशस्य च रक्षसः. Okay, fairly straightforward actually. They are not mouthful or anything. If you keep chanting, it will come. युद्धोन्मत्तस्य मत्तस्य युद्धोन्मत्तस्य मत्तस्य ध्वजग्रीवस्य नादिनः ध्वजग्रीवस्य नादिनः विद्युज्जिह्वेन्द्रजिह्वानां 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 तथा हस्तिमुखस्य च तथा हस्तिमुखस्य च. When we say Brahman, there is a ha and a ma sayukta or joined. There we say makara first, hakara next. But in a word like jihva, we say the hakara first and the vakara next. It's not jiva, it's jihva. So clearly we should say. We'll repeat the second, that's that phrase only. Vidyujjihvendra jihvanam. Repeat. Vidyujjihvendra jihvanam. तथा हस्तिमुखस्य च तथा हस्तिमुखस्य च. Together, line by line. युद्धोन्मत्तस्य मत्तस्य ध्वजग्रीवस्य नादिनः युद्धोन्मत्तस्य मत्तस्य ध्वजग्रीवस्य नादिनः विद्युज्जिह्वेन्द्रजिह्वानां तथा हस्तिमुखस्य च विद्युज्जिह्वेन्द्रजिह्वानां तथा हस्तिमुखस्य च. Together. युद्धोन्मत्तस्य मत्तस्य ध्वजग्रीवस्य नादिनः विद्युज्जिह्वेन्द्रजिह्वानां तथा हस्तिमुखस्य च. Now that we've seen the three shlokas, let us learn the meaning. Okay. Maybe we should just take one more also. Yeah, let's take one more also. Kramamana kramenaiva. So, Hanuman Marutatmajaha. We will take till here. Karalasya pishachasya Karalasya pishachasya शोणिताक्षस्य चैव हि शोणिताक्षस्य चैव हि क्रममाणः क्रमेणैव क्रममाणः क्रमेणैव हनुमान् मारुतात्मजः हनुमान् मारुतात्मजः करालस्य पिशाचस्य शोणिताक्षस्य चैव हि करालस्य पिशाचस्य शोणिताक्षस्य चैव हि क्रममाणः क्रमेणैव हनुमान् मारुतात्मजः क्रममाणः क्रमेणैव हनुमान् मारुतात्मजः. The reason why we took 4 shlokas for Anvaya is because of the verb substitute Kramamanaha, which we find in 24. Okay, Kramamanaha is not a verb. Kramamanaha is a substitute for a verb. Kramamanaha means one who moved. Okay, so Kramamanaha, one who moved, in the sense one who went from one place to another. So one who moved. So who moved? Hanuman moved. So Hanuman Kramamanaha. So where all did he go is what is being seen by the 4 shlokas. Let's take the Anvaya together. Rachna ji, please ask.
Ma'am, in which shloka is that word, ma'am? Kramamana.
Kramamanaha Kramenaiva. For that reason only we took the next shloka also. 24 number. Kramamana Kramenaiva Hanuman Marutatmajaha. Got it? So for that Kramamanaha, it's actually not a verb. It's a verb substitute. It's called a Shanach Padam in Sanskrit. It denotes something happening. What is happening? Movement is happening. Who is moving? Hanuman is moving. Okay, so for that, one who moves is the exact meaning of Kramamanaha. One who is moving. Okay, so he is moving. So from house to house. This is in past. He moved in from house to house in past. So let's look at whose houses. Dhumrakshas. This Dhumrakshasa should not be Dhumrakshasya. So Dhumrakshaha is the name. Dhumrakshasya Bhavanam. So Dhumrakshasya is in Sashti Vibhakti. So the Nama is not Dhumrakshasya. Name of the Asura is Dhumrakshaha. So Dhumrakshaha should not be confused with the Asuras who was slain by Ambal. Okay, that is a different one. Dhumaketu, like that we have names for that Asura also. Don't get confused. This is a different Asura who is in Ravana's kingdom. Then Sampatihi. Sampati also we should not confuse with the other very famous Sampati. Do you remember who? Priyaji, tell. Who?
Jatayu's brother, ma'am.
Jatayu's brother. Thank you. This is to refresh everyone's memory. That is why I asked you. Okay, so Sampati is Jatayu's brother. Again, please don't get confused with that Sampati. This is Sampati, the Asura. So, Dhumraksha, the Asura. Sampati, those who are studying Sanskrit, please note, Sampati becomes in Sashti Vibhakti, Sampate Bhavanam. But the Pratipadikam is Sampatihi, Ikaranta Pullingaha. Sampati's house, Sampater Bhavanam. And then whose house? Vidyutrupasya. If you want to know the literal meaning of the word Vidyutrupa, one whose form is like a lightning. Vidyutrupa is the name of the Asura. Bhimasya, Bhima's house. Bhima means one who is terrible. So either he must be terrible in the deeds that he did or in the way he looks. And Ghana and Vighana. Okay. Ghana usually means deep, foreboding, dark. So same meaning Vighana also has. So Ghana, Vighana's houses. Shukanasa. Shukanasa. Nasa nose. Shuka parrot. One who has a nose like a parrot. Shukanasaha. Okay. Vakraha. Vakraha means what? One who has a distorted form. Vakra buddhi we say no in Tamil like that. Vakra kaya. That is he looks distorted. Then Shathasya. Shatha means one who is abhorrent. One whose behavior is bad. Okay. So Shatha, who cheats others like that. Vikataha. Vikataha, again, one who has durbuddhi. Okay. These are all the meanings of the names of the Rakshasas. I'm telling you the Rakshasas' names and I'm also giving you what the name means. Okay. Then Brahmakarana. Brahmakarana simply means Brahmakarana. There is no specific meaning that you could take. Damshtraha, one with large teeth probably. Romashasya. Romashaha, one who is very hairy. Okay. Romashaha. Rakshasaha. So these asuras. And these asuras. To move on to the next one, there is a and these asuras is added for Anvaya. I hope the meaning is clear so far. Next we go to Yuddhonmattaha. Yuddhonmattaha means what? One who is unmattaha on Yuddha. Unmattaha means what? One who is intent on, who always wants to fight. Okay, who's ready to pick a fight at a short notice also. Yuddhonmattaha, always spoiling for a fight. Yuddhonmattaha. Mattaha, one who is simply deluded, one who is simply in his own world. Okay, Mattaha. Dvajagrivaha. Griva means what? Neck. Dvajagriva, neck is like a flag staff, not of like a waving flag, but a flag staff. So one who has a solid neck. Nadinaha. In Nadinaha, remember everything is in Sashti Vibhakti. So the Pratipadikam here is Nadi. The Pratipadikam is Nadin. Pratama Vibhakti is Nadi. So nadin, when we say one with sound, so probably one who makes a loud noise. Okay. Then vidyut jihvendra is the name of the other asura. His jihva, tongue, is like vidyut, lightning, sharp tongued one. Vidyut jihvendra, Indra among those with lightning sharp tongues. Then jihvanam and jihvas. Or it could be Vidyut Jihva, Indra and Jihva. Three asuras also. Let me just see if I broken it. It is Vidyut Jihva and Indra Jihva. So Vidyut Jihva, one with lightning sharp tongue. Indra Jihva, one who has a mastery over his tongue or whatever. Tatha Hasti Mukhasya cha, one with a face like an elephant. Okay, so these are the asuras' houses whom he left over. If I'm going too fast and you want me to slow down and tell the meaning, I will tell because it is not there in the book. Rajiji, please ask.
Ma'am, one of the Rakshasa's name is here Hasvakarnasya, ma'am.
Could be Brahmakarna, Hasvakarna, many names could be there. That is possible.
So
Hasvakarna
what is Prasva?
Hasva means small. One who has very small ears. You can't even make out his ears. They are so small. That is the meaning.
Okay, ma'am.
Sometimes I find Gita Press book, no, the names are very beautiful. The character will be there. But what is there in Giri Traders is there in all the commentaries. So better to stick with the main one. Rekha ji, your hand is raised.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
Vidyut Jivendra is lightning sharp tongue means what does it mean, ma'am? Like
Sharp.
his words are so powerful.
Yeah, was a sharp, cutting tongue.
Okay.
Like that. Indra Jihva could be mastery of the tongue. So one who's like, who talks well or whatever. So there are two names, Vidyut Jihva and Indra Jihva.
Okay.
That's why Vidyut Jihvendra Jihva. So that way it is Vidyut Jihva, Indra Jihva. Okay. Like that, both their names are taken in one word.
Okay.
Then
Thank
Hastika, one with elephant face. Now I'll move forward to the next shloka. Karalaha. Karala, we say, terrible looking. Pishacha, you know what Pishacha means. Shonitaksha, one with red eyes. Okay, so all these houses, Kramamanaha, Kramenaiva Hanuman. So Kramena, Kramenaiva, in an order. Kramamanaha, Hanuman Marutatvajaha, Kramamanaha. Hanuman, the son of Vayu, went across step by step. He went systematically. He did not leave a single house untouched. Why is he going through all their houses? Because what if she is in house arrest in any of these important noble ministers' houses? He looked in the common people's area, did not find her. He looked in the wealthy people's mansions, among the beautiful ladies, he did not find her. So he decided the enemy must have kept her very close to his own place. So let me look in all the noble ministers' houses. Okay, next is shloka. Teshu teshu maharheshu तेषु महार्हेषु भवनेषु महायशाः येषां वृद्धिमतां वृद्धिं ददर्श स महाकपिः तेषु महार्हेषु भवनेषु महायशाः तेषु महार्हेषु भवनेषु महायशाः येषां वृद्धिं ददर्श स महाकपिः येषां वृद्धिमतां वृद्धिं ददर्श स महाकपिः. Together. तेषु महार्हेषु भवनेषु महायशाः येषां वृद्धिमतां वृद्धिं ददर्श स महाकपिः. Verb ददर्श. He saw. Who saw? Saha Mahakapihi Dadarsha. He, the great Hanuman, the great monkey, saw. What did he see? Teshu Maharheshu, Saptami Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. In each of these great mansions, Bhavaneshu, Maharha, lofty mansions, Bhavana, palatial buildings, mansions. Okay, Teshu Maharheshu, Riddhimatam, Riddhim Dadarsha, Mahayashaha, of the famous people. So, Teshu teshu mahayashaha teshu teshu mahaneshu bhavaneshu yesham riddhimatam, of these people who are very wealthy, riddhim, the wealth, sahadadasha, he saw. So these people, needless to say, being Ravana's ministers, are all very, very wealthy. So in each of their houses, Hanuman is examining. He is addressing, Valmiki is addressing them as Riddhimataha. Riddhimataha means what? Those with Riddhi. Riddhi means what? Prosperity, wealth. So those with wealth in their houses, he is checking what? Their Riddhi. What is their true prosperity? Now here, if you are going to examine the meaning, we can take it in two ways. One, Hanuman is examining. Why do you think he is examining? It is known that they will be wealthy. It is known that they will have money in their coffers. They'll have jewels. And as we keep hearing, prosperous, ornaments, auspicious ornaments will make a lot of noise. Jingling sounds will be heard from all those ornaments. The place will be decorated in Lanka. Nothing is less than gold or silver. Okay, everything will be decorated in gold, silver. So you can assume. So why is this extra act of examination? If you ask yourself a question, you can give two answers to that. First one is, he is seeing whether how much of the wealth is really genuinely earned and how much of it is taken by snatching away from others. How much of it is genuine, how much of it is deserved, and how much of it is by thievery and by illegal means. Okay, that is one part of it. Second part of it, if you really look at it, what is the real wealth? We kept seeing, no, Chandradarshanam. What did we see? Real wealth is Shri. In each of their houses, they may have so much wealth, but do they have Shri there? Is Lakshmi Devi there? Okay. If she is there, then that house has Riddhi. If she is not there, that house may be wealthy in the material sense, but it does not really have prosperity. So that is what he is examining. He is checking for Sita Devi's presence in every house that he sees, which is the true wealth which he believes in Lanka. I'll move forward. Rachna ji, please ask.
Ma'am, teshu is what?
In each of them. Mahareshu, lofty buildings. Bhavaneshu, palatial mansions. Okay. Why is teshu repeated twice? It is punarukti because to reiterate that each and every house, in each and every house, to give that meaning, teshu is used twice. Sarvesham samatikramya bhavanani samantataha asasadath lakshmivan rakshasendra niveshanam sarvesham samatikramya bhavanani samantataha sarvesham samatikramya bhavanani samantataha asasadath lakshmivan rakshasendra niveshanam asasadath lakshmivan rakshasendra niveshanam. Together. Sarvesham samatikramya bhavanani samantataha asasadath lakshmivan rakshasendra niveshanam. Okay, so asasada is the verb. The subject is Lakshmivan, the fortunate one, the one with Shri. As you see in Valmiki, Rishi addressed Hanuman repeatedly. Shriman, Lakshmivan. Here the Lakshmivan references to Hanuman. Samantataha, everywhere. Sarvesham, everyone's. Bhavanani, houses. Sam atikramya, having crossed, having passed over. Atha, then. This atha is taken from asasada. Please note, asasada atha. Okay, atha, then. Rakshasendra niveshanam, asasada. He reached Rakshasa, Indra among the Rakshasas. Niveshana. Niveshana means again palace. So he reached the palace of Ravana. Okay, so here this palace also now we must understand it's not just one building, it's a group of buildings. Okay, so he enters that group of buildings which form the inner palace of Ravana. रावणस्योपशायिन्यो रावणस्योपशायिन्यो ददर्श हरिसत्तमः ददर्श हरिसत्तमः विचरन् हरिशातूलो विचरन् हरिशातूलो राक्षसीर्विकृते क्षणाः राक्षसीर्विकृते क्षणाः शूलमुद्गरहस्ताश्च शूलमुद्गरहस्ताश्च शक्तितोमरधारिणीः शक्तितोमरधारिणीः रावणस्योपशायिन्यो ददर्श हरिसत्तमः रावणस्योपशायिन्यो ददर्श हरिसत्तमः विचरन् हरिशातूलो राक्षसीर्विकृते क्षणाः विचरन् हरिशातूलो राक्षसीर्विकृते क्षणाः शूलमुद्गरहस्ताश्च शक्तितोमरधारिणीः शूलमुद्गरहस्ताश्च शक्तितोमरधारिणीः. Now let's tell it together once more. रावणस्योपशायिन्यो ददर्श हरिसत्तमः विचरन् हरिशातूलो राक्षसीर्विकृते क्षणाः शूलमुद्गरहस्ताश्च शक्तितोमरधारिणीः धारिणीः. I don't know how I told it. I have a feeling. Did I tell this correctly? I'll just tell this once more. Shulamudgarahastascha Shaktitomaradharinihi Dharinihi Dharinihi. Okay. Because I caught myself making a mistake. That is it. Okay. So now Harishartulaha Harisattamaha Vicharan. Harishartulaha, the tiger among the monkeys. Okay, Harisattamaha, the greatest among the Vanaras. Vicharan, one who was roaming around. Ravanasya Upashayinyaha. Now here also the verb is Dadarsha. Right? There the first line. He saw. Whom is he seeing? Ravanasya Upashayinyaha Vikritekshanaha Shulamudkarahastaha Cha Shaktitomaradharinihi Rakshasihi Dadarsha. Okay, so he saw Rakshasis. Rakshasi, feminine, not Rakshasa. Rakshasihi. Okay, so feminine. He saw Rakshasis. How were they? They were Upashayinyaha. The word Upashayinya means one who forms a part of the inner security. There are different kinds of security that we see in Lanka. The security which is guarding the fortress, the security which is patrolling around all the streets, the security which is there guarding all the houses of all the important people. And now here we have Ravana's personal security, not personal in the sense of personal bodyguard, but the security for his house. So Upashayinyaha, essentially the place where he rests, where he sleeps, the security around that place. This is not his bedroom security. This is his house security. Okay, so all those people, those ladies who are securing his house, he's seeing. What are they? How are they? Vikritekshanaha. Ikshana, eyes. Vikritekshanaha. They have crossed eyes. They have terrible looking eyes. Shula Mudgara Hastaha. They are holding Shula, trident, Mudgara, axe, Hastaha, holding, ones who are holding tridents and axes in their hands. Shakti Tomara Dharinihi. Shakti. You all know what is Shakti, no? Shakti Veil. That's spear. Right? That's spear. Then Tomara. Tomara refers to a kajal, iron kajal. Okay. Dharinihi means those who are holding. So he sees the security around Ravana's house made up of women who are looking very ugly, distorted eyes, holding all these terrible looking weapons. Okay. ददर्श विविधान् गुल्मान् तस्य रक्षः पतेर्गृहे. Okay, गुल्मान्, break it. ददर्श विविधान् गुल्मान्, ददर्श विविधान् गुल्मान् तस्य रक्षः पतेर्गृहे. तस्य रक्षः पतेर्गृहे. But ideally don't break it. ददर्श विविधान् गुल्मांस्तस्य रक्षः पतेर्गृहे. ददर्श विविधान् गुल्मांस्तस्य रक्षः पतेर्गृहे. राक्षसांश्च महाकायान्, राक्षसांश्च महाकायान् नानाप्रहरणोद्यतान्, नानाप्रहरणोद्यतान्. तदर्श विविधान् गुल्मांस्तस्य रक्षः पतेर्गृहे. ददर्श विविधान् गुल्मांस्तस्य रक्षः पतेर्गृहे. राक्षसांश्च महाकायान् नानाप्रहरणोद्यतान्, राक्षसांश्च महाकायान् नानाप्रहरणोद्यतान्. Together. ददर्श विविधान् गुल्मांस्तस्य रक्षः पतेर्गृहे. राक्षसांश्च महाकायान् नानाप्रहरणोद्यतान्. Verb is nicely saying hello to us at the beginning of the sentence only. Dadarsha, he saw. Whom did he see? What did he see? Tasya rakshah patergrihe. At his, the Rakshasa king's house. Vividhan Gulman. Many kinds of army troops. Gulma refers to army troops. Vividhan Gulman. Many kinds of armies. Mahakayan. Nana Praharanodhyatan. Rakshasan. Not only females. Now he's seeing many males. How are they? Mahakayan, large bodied. Nana Praharanodhyatan. Holding different kinds of weapons. Rakshasan. The men. Okay, the men Rakshasas. Dadarsha. He saw. Here the Dharmakotam commentary incidentally makes a statement that a wise king should have all kinds of armies stationed at all kinds of important places in and around his palace. So you see Ravana is not at all deficient in that respect. He has men, women, he has people of all kinds guarding his houses with all kinds of weapons. Raktan Shvetan Sitanschapi, Raktan Shvetan Sitanschapi, Harinschapi Mahajavan, Harinschapi Mahajavan, Kulinan Rupa Sampannan, Kulinan Rupa Sampannan, Gajan Paragajarujan, Gajan Paragajarujan. Clear, no? Word by word you want help? Gajan Paragajarujan. Okay, line by line. Raktan Shvetan Sitanschapi, Harinschapi Mahajavan. Raktan Shvetan Sitanschapi, Harinschapi Mahajavan. Kulinan Rupa Sampannan, Gajan Paragajarujan. Kulinan Rupa Sampannan, Gajan Paragajarujan. Next two shlokas also we have to take to the Anvaya. Nishtritan गजशिक्षायां निष्ठितान् गजशिक्षायाम् ऐरावत समान्युधि ऐरावत समान्युधि निहन्त्रुन् परसैन्यानाम्. It should be nihantrun. Nihantrun parasainyānām. Nihantrun parasainyānām. Grihe tasmin dadarshya saha. Grihe tasmin dadarshya saha. Nishthitān gajashikshāyām. Airavata samanyudhi. Nishthitān gajashikshāyām ऐरावत समान्युधि निहन्त्रुन् परसैन्यानाम् गृहे तस्मिन् ददर्श सः निहन्त्रुन् परसैन्यानाम् गृहे तस्मिन् ददर्श सः together निष्ठितान् गजशिक्षायाम् ऐरावत समान्युधि निहन्त्रुन् परसैन्यानाम् गृहे तस्मिन् ददर्श सः. Clear, no? Getting it, no? And move forward. Okay. क्षरतश्च यथा मेघान् क्षरतश्च यथा मेघान् स्रवतश्च यथा गिरीन् स्रवतश्च यथा गिरीन् मेघस्तनितनिर्घोषान् मेघस्तनितनिर्घोषान् दुर्धर्षान् समरे परैः दुर्धर्षान् समरे परैः क्षरतश्च यथा मेघान् स्रवतश्च यथा गिरीन् क्षरतश्च यथा मेघान् स्रवतश्च यथा गिरीन् मेघस्तनितनिर्घोषान् दुर्धर्षान् समरे परैः मेघस्तनितनिर्घोषान् दुर्धर्षान् समरे परैः together क्षरतश्च यथा मेघान् स्रवतश्च यथा गिरीन् मेघस्तनितनिर्घोषान् दुर्धर्षान् समरे परैः. Now let's see the meaning. Dadarsha, as we saw, is the verb he saw. Whom is he seeing? Now we just saw how Ravana's house was well protected by a troop of Rakshasas and Rakshasis. These three shlokas are about the horses, the elephants, the chariots which are around the houses, around the house. Okay, so Saha Tasmin Grihe. In this shloka, Saha Tasmin Grihe. He, that is Hanuman, Tasmin Grihe, in Ravana's house, Saptami Vibhakti, in Ravana's house. Shvetan, from the previous shloka. Shvetan, white color, Dvitiya Vibhakti, okay? Shvetan, Sitan. Sitan refer to pure white. Then, Sitanscha api, Harinscha. Harin means green in color. Mahajavan, oh sorry, not green. Mahajavan Harin. Harin refers to horses here. So, Sitan apicha Shvetan. So, white, pure white, Mahajavan Harin. Mahajavan means those endowed with great speed. Okay, Manojavam we say, no, the Java. Java means speed. Mahajavan Harin. Harin means horses. So, he saw horses, white horses, purebred white horses, which were very great in speed. And then cha api. Now the rest of it is all description of the Gajaha. Okay. Kulinan. Kulinan means what? Of great lineage, well bred. Rupa Sampannan. Endowed with all the correct physical attributes required. Paragajarujan. It's an interesting word usage. I'll take a minute to explain. Paragaja Aruja. Paragaja, others, elephants. Aruja, not defeated by. So those elephants which are invincible and cannot be defeated by others' elephants. So for that, with a lot of Anuprasa Alankara, Valmiki Maharshi has used the word Paragajaruja. Okay, Paragajarujan, Gajan, elephants. Gaja Shikshayam, that comes in the next shloka. Till here it's clear, right? The meaning. So he's seen white horses which are of great speed, and he's been seen well-bred, well-proportioned elephants which are superior to the other enemies' elephants. And he also sees Gaja Shikshaya. Gaja Shikshayam. I'll take your questions just after I finish the Anvaya. Gaja Shikshayam Nishtitar. Those who are well established, Nishtitaha means well established. Those who are well established in what? Gaja Shiksha, which means those who are well established in training elephants, those who are good at elephant training. Okay. Then he sees Gaja Shikshayam Nishtitan, Airavata Saman Yudhi. In battle, these elephants are equal to Airavata. So, Yudhi Airavata Saman, Parasainyana Nihantrun. Nihantrun. Nihantrun means destroyers of. Everything is in Dutya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Nihantrun, destroyers of. Who? Parasainyaha, of enemy armies. Okay. Then next shloka we will take Sharataha. Okay. Sharataha, Meghan, Yatha, Sravataha. This is full poetry. Okay. I'll take a minute to explain it. There are two similes used for the elephant rut, which is flowing from the temples of the elephant. You've seen, no, in the first Sarga also we have seen. When the elephants are in rut, this fluid flows from the temporal gland, right? Temporin, it's called the secretion. That secretion which is flowing is described with two similes here. Ksharataha yatha megan, like how the clouds, okay, cause a downpour to happen. In the same way, the temporal gland, from the temporal gland, the secretion is flowing. And then, Sravataha yatha girin, like how in a mountain, you've seen the river flow, right? When there is rainy season, how the rivers flow through the mountain, streams flow through the mountain, like a mountain stream. The rut liquid was flowing through from the sides of the elephants. Okay. Then, Meghastanita Nirghoshan. These elephants are also made to carry forward the comparison. Not only is the liquid being compared, but also the sound is being compared. There are two levels of comparison. Meghastanita Nirghoshan. These elephants are trumpeting loudly. How is that sound? Like the roaring of thunder. Okay, like the roaring of thunder, these elephants are trumpeting. Durdharshan, invincible, unassailable. Gajan, Samare Paraihi Durdharshan. In the war, Samare, in the war, Paraihi, by others, Durdharshan, unassailable. Gajan, Dadarsha. He saw these elephants. There is a complete meaning. So here, basically, the elephants are shown to possess that rut, and they are looking and they are making all those noises. All this is to say that they are what do you call, the most powerful infantry which is there in Ravana's side. So this is what Valmiki Muni is trying to convey through this description. Okay. Why repeatedly this elephant in rut comparison? Only the alpha males will have this kind of biological process. So that when it is being described, it shows that the elephants are the best of the kind, and they are capable of winning any war for Ravana. That is why these descriptions are there. Radhaji, your hand is raised. I'm sorry I made you wait.
No. In the one sloka, that rakta, that word you had not said. So first, I think in the set of three, the first one type of horses, the first
Raktan. Oh, Raktan is just red.
That's why that you are not.
Horses are not normally red in color. This is actually exact word we should use here is that mahogany color. That reddish tinge, to brown, reddish brown, sepia kind of shade. That is the color which is referred here. Rakta. Thank you for pointing out. Okay, I hope the meaning now is clear, and I'll move forward to the next shloka. What else does he see? Did I leave anything? Did I leave a shloka between? I think I did.
Yeah,
Ah,
32.
yes, that's what I was thinking. Why one is missing over. Sahasram vajinastatra. Sahasram vajinastatra. Jambunada parishkritaah. Jambunada parishkritaah. Hemajala parichannaah. Hemajala parichannaah. तरुणादित्यवर्चसः तरुणादित्यवर्चसः ददर्श राक्षसेन्द्रस्य रावणस्य निवेशने सहस्रं वाजिनस्तत्र जाम्बूनदपरिष्कृताः सहस्रं वाजिनस्तत्र जाम्बूनदपरिष्कृताः हेमजालपरिच्छन्नाः तरुणादित्यवर्चसः हेमजालपरिच्छन्नाः तरुणादित्यवर्चसः ददर्श राक्षसेन्द्रस्य रावणस्य निवेशने ददर्श राक्षसेन्द्रस्य रावणस्य निवेशने टुगेदर सहस्रं वाजिनस्तत्र जाम्बूनदपरिष्कृताः हेमजालपरिच्छन्नास्तरुणादित्यवर्चसः ददर्श राक्षसेन्द्रस्य रावणस्य निवेशने. Okay, so Dadarsha, he saw. What did he see? Tatra, there. Rakshasendrasya Ravanasya Niveshane. In Rakshasendra Ravana's house, Jambunada Parishkritaha, Hemajala Parichannaha, Tarunaditya Varchasaha, Sahasram Vahinihi or Vajinaha, sorry, Sahasram Vajinaha Dadarsha. Okay, so Tatra there, he was in Ravana's palace. Jambunada Parishkritaha, fully covered in gold. Now this is not to be understood like the walls and all. What are Vajinaha? Vajinaha means troops, army troops. So when you're saying they are fully covered in gold, Jambunada Parishkritaha, what you mean is they are not golden troops which are just placed there for decorative purposes, but troops wearing golden armor. Okay, so the army troops which were wearing golden armor to protect themselves. Then, Hemajala Parichannaha Tarunaditya Varchasaha. So Hemajala Parichannaha, covered by golden rays. Okay, Tarunaditya Varchasaha, like the glowing sun. They were glowing like the glowing sun. So basically, what does it mean? The army was alert. It was clad in golden armor. The rays from the golden armor was reflecting off their faces and making them shine like the young sun. Taruna Aditya, young sun. So it was making them shine like the young sun. In this way, he saw the Vajinaha. He saw Sahasram Vajinaha. He saw thousands of army troops, thus protected by golden armor. Okay, so next shloka. I hope the meaning is clear. Shibika vividhakaraha, Shibika vividhakaraha, Sakapir marutatmajaha, Sakapir marutatmajaha, Lata grihani chitrani, Lata grihani chitrani, Chitrashala grihani cha, Chitrashala grihani cha, Shibika vividhakaraha sakapir marutatmajaha. Shibika vividhakaraha sakapir marutatmajaha. Lata grihani चित्राणि चित्रशालागृहाणि च लतागृहाणि चित्राणि चित्रशालागृहाणि च. Let's take the next shloka also and do the Anvaya with it. क्रीडागृहाणि चान्यानि क्रीडागृहाणि चान्यानि दारुपर्वतकानपि दारुपर्वतकानपि कामस्य गृहकं रम्यं कामस्य गृहकं रम्यं दिवागृहकमेव च दिवागृहकमेव च ददर्श राक्षसेन्द्रस्य रावणस्य निवेशने क्रीडागृहाणि चान्यानि दारुपर्वतकानपि क्रीडागृहाणि चान्यानि दारुपर्वतकानपि कामस्य गृहकं रम्यं दिवागृहकमेव च कामस्य गृहकं रम्यं दिवागृहकमेव च ददर्श राक्षसेन्द्रस्य रावणस्य निवेशने ददर्श राक्षसेन्द्रस्य रावणस्य निवेशने. So in these two shlokas, he is seeing a lot of beauty and a lot of features in the palace. What does he see? Marutatvajaha saha tapihi. Dadarsha from the next shloka. He, the son of Vayu, the monkey Hanuman, saw. What did he see? Rakshasendrasya Ravanasya. From this next shloka, Rakshasendrasya Ravanasya Niveshane. Same like in the previous shloka. In the Rakshasendra Ravana's palace, he saw Vividhakaraha Shivikaha. Different forms, different kinds of palanquins. Shivika means a palanquin. Okay, these are all signs of a royal house, right? Having beautiful palanquins. If you go to Mysore Palace and all, you'll see beautiful palanquins. Like this, beautiful different kinds of palanquins. Chitrani, Latagrihani, colorful boars, where a lot of creepers were there. So colorful gardens, colorful boars. Chitrashala Grihani, picture galleries. Okay, Chitrashala means a gallery of pictures. Anyani Krida Grihani, other playhouses, sport houses. Like we have game rooms in our house, like that game rooms. Then Daru Parvatakaanapi. Daru Parvatakan means mountains made of wood. Okay, so why would everybody have mountains made of wood? These are the kind of decorations that Ravana had. Okay, mountains made of wood. Beautiful picture galleries. Kamasya Grihakam. Kamasya Grihakam means pleasure houses. Okay, pleasure houses. Then Ramyam Divagrihakam. Charming. Divagrihakam means activity, daytime activity rooms. So basically where you read the newspaper probably, or where you spend your day. So day, you call it your day parlor, right? So those kind of rooms. Tadarsha, he saw. So he essentially saw a lot of wealth. Probably what was going through his mind was how much of this wealth is ill-gotten, how much of this wealth is really earned by Ravanas. These are thoughts that were running through his mind as he sees these things. Velakudi Krishnan in his commentary says this, that every time he sees the wealth in Ravana's palace, he keeps thinking, what a evil Rakshasa, from whom did he steal this, from where did he take this from, and how did he manage to amass this kind of ill-begotten wealth? So that's what is going through his mind, says Swamiji, Velakudi Krishnan Swami. So we go to the next shloka. Samandaragiri prakhyam Mayurasthana sankulam मयूरस्थानसङ्कुलं ध्वजयष्टिभिराकीर्णम् 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 ददर्श भवनोत्तमम् ददर्श भवनोत्तमम्. We can take two more also, though Dadarsha is there. What all he sees, we can kind of take it together. समन्दरगिरिप्रख्यं मयूरस्थानसङ्कुलं समन्दरगिरिप्रख्यं मयूरस्थानसङ्कुलं ध्वजयष्टिभिराकीर्णं ददर्श भवनोत्तमं ध्वजयष्टिभिराकीर्णं ददर्श भवनोत्तमम्. Together. समन्दरगिरिप्रख्यं मयूरस्थानसङ्कुलं ध्वजयष्टिभिराकीर्णं ददर्श भवनोत्तमम्. Clear, Rajiji, clear? Okay. Not clear, Ashraji, clear? अनन्तरत्ननिचयम् अनन्तरत्ननिचयम् निधिजालं समन्ततः निधिजालं समन्ततः धीरनिष्ठितकर्मान्तम् धीरनिष्ठितकर्मान्तम् गृहं भूतपतेरिव गृहं भूतपतेरिव अनन्तरत्ननिचयं निधिजालं समन्ततः अनन्तरत्ननिचयं निधिजालं समन्ततः धीरनिष्ठितकर्मान्तम् गृहं भूतपतेरिव धीरनिष्ठितकर्मान्तम् गृहं भूतपतेरिव. Together. अनन्तरत्ननिचयं निधिजालं समन्ततः धीरनिष्ठितकर्मान्तम् गृहं भूतपतेरिव. Now let's take 35 and 36 for Anvaya. Samandara Prakyam Dadarsha, we know. Dadarsha, he saw. Okay. Saha, he, Hanuman. Okay. Griham Dadarsha. Bhutapatehe Griham Iva Bhavanottamam. Samantataha Anekaratna Sankirnam Nidhijalam Dadarsha. Okay. So he saw Mandaragiri Prakyam, comparable to the Mandara mountains. Okay. The Mandara mountains, the Devagiri. Okay. Like that. Unassailable, strong, powerful, well guarded. All these are the qualities ascribed by this comparison. Mandaragiri Prakyam, like the Mandara mountains. Mayurasthana Sankulam. It was covered with Mayurasthanas. Mayurasthana means peacock cages. So there were many beautiful peacocks confined to cages, and these peacock cages were dotting the place here and there. Dhvaja Yashti Bhira Kiranam. Akiranam means what? Filled with. Dhvaja Yashti Bihi. Filled with what? Dhvaja and Yashti. What are they? Flagstaffs and victory pillars. Okay, so because Ravana has won over many people, so victory pillars were constructed in commemoration of his victories. So victory pillars and victory flags also, victorious flags were also found here and there. Dhira Nishtita Karmantam, from the next shloka that comes. Dhira Nishtita Karmantam. Karma means work. Work done by Dhira Nishtha. By very skillful, knowledgeable, persevering craftsmen. Dhira Nishtitaha. Ones who are established in Dhira. Ones who are very resolved. So basically the whole mansion was not easy to construct. So it was done with a lot of effort, skill and care by skilled craftsmen. Okay. There is another meaning for this. Anantarama Dikshitar in his commentary for this Dhira Nishtita Karmantam says, this griham of Ravana's was preserved to such a glory with all these victory flag staffs and all these peacock cages and look like Mandara mountains. So much of prosperity was there because of the karma or the sacrifices done by who? The priests. We've seen about them earlier in the previous sargas. We have seen how there were yajnas and sacrifices happening constantly there, right? So those dhiras who were firm in their work of conducting all these yajnas and sacrifices made sure that Ravana's prosperity was safeguarded. So dhira nishtita karma anta phala. Anta means phala. So by the fruit of the sacrifices conducted by great skilled priests, Ravana's glory and prosperity was maintained. That is a dhvani, or that is a meaning here, says Anantarama Dikshita. But the classical commentaries merely say built with great care and resolution by skilled craftsmen. Bhutapatehe griham iva. Bhutapati, who is Bhutapati? Question for all of you.
Shiva, ma'am. Lord
Correct.
Shiva.
Lord Shiva. So like Bhutapati's griha, okay, Shiva's house. Okay, like Shiva's house, Bhavanottamam, this magnificent mansion, Samantataha, everywhere, Aneka Ratna Sankiranam, full of beautiful gems, Nidhi Jalam, and treasure troves, Hanuman saw the darsha. So he saw this Aneka Ratna Sankiranam, Nidhi Jalam in this Bhavanottamam. So this is what is described here. Now, if we ask why is Bhutapati's Griha, why is Shiva's Griha? Everywhere we say Amaravati and the knowledge becomes, and the comparison becomes very clear to all of us. If he says Alakapuri also, the comparison becomes very clear to all of us. But Bhutapatehe Griham Iva, the reason for this comparison probably could be that our perception of Kailasha is that it is a snow-clad mountain and a place where there is no major Alankara and all because Shiva is so austere. But it is quite likely that it's quite likely that Valmiki is envisioning Shiva's palace to be as magnificent, or Shiva's Griha to be as magnificent as how he sees Ravana's house here. And therefore, he makes this comparison. Okay, so now we move forward. Archibhischapi ratnanam, Archirbhischapi ratnanam, Tejasa Ravanasya cha, Tejasa Ravanasya cha, Viraraja tadveshma, Viraraja tadveshma, Rashmimaniva Rashmibhihi, Rashmimaniva Rashmibhihi, Archirbhischapi ratnanam, Tejasa Ravanasya cha, Archirbhischapi ratnanam, Tejasa Ravanasya cha, Viraraja tadveshma, Rashmimaniva Rashmibhihi, Viraraja tadveshma, Rashmimaniva Rashmibhihi. Together. Archirбhischapi ratnanam, Tejasa Ravanasya cha, Viraraja tadveshma, Rashmimaniva Rashmibhihi. Here the verb is Viraraja, shone. Raj, Dhat, shine. This brings me back to the question that Radhaji had asked in the previous class. Chakashe, shine. What is the dhatu there you had asked? No? Kash. Kash is that. Kash to shine. Chakashe lit lakarena.
So Karsh. Adan the Dvitwamnala Ka is becoming.
Kakarasya chakara.
Dhanyavada.
Kashi also means that. Kashi.
See, you should have been there in the last class. Immediately I would have got the dhatu. Okay, just told me this. Very nice. Okay, so now coming down to the meaning. So here, Viraraja, shown. What is shining? Lanka is shining. Okay, that way, that house is shining. That Veshva, that palace. Ratnanam archibihi cha api. Ratnanam archibihi, with the rays from the precious gemstones which are studded everywhere. Cha api, and also. Ravanasya Tejasa, by Ravana's own effulgence. Acha Atha, and then Rashmibihi Rashmimaniva. Like Rashmiman is a name for Surya Bhagavan, one with Rashmi, Rashmiman. Okay, one with Rashmi, Rashmiman. Who's the Aditya? Rashmimaniva, Rashmibihi, Rashmibihi, Rashmimaniva. Like the bright rays of the sun. The whole place, as if shining with the bright sun rays, the place shone with the bright gem-studded accoutrements and with the glory and the effulgence of Ravana. So there was no sun at that time. See, it's a night time. So the palace itself seemed to glow as if it was daytime, as if glowing with sunlight, because it was glowing with Ravana's effulgence and with the effulgence of all the gemstones and the gold and everything that was decorating the place. Okay, so that is the meaning. Rachnaji, please ask.
Ma'am, can we say Ravana's effulgence or the jewelry which he had was shining?
Hey,
Like-
Ravana
Was also-
definitely a property of Ravana because he's all powerful. See, from even from a villain who is all powerful, you will see all that that tejas emanating. The fact is, he was making all the wrong choices, which leads him to the wrong end. But one cannot take away from the fact that he was supremely powerful. Even that is a bhaga, right? Bala is a bhaga, as we know. Aishwarya is a bhaga. He had these two, right? Nobody has all the six. He certainly did not have all the six, but he definitely had Bala and Aishwarya, Veera. He did have valor. So these are the qualities, but a true Veera will not abduct another person's wife. So there you know that he is going on the path of adharma, but he does have these properties to make him, glow with power. Radhaji, your hand is raised.
And this in that sloka, no, Archibihi. So that is with. So what that is connected with what?
Do the Anvaya with Tat Veshma. Let me just go back to the shloka. Tat Veshma Vidaraja. That mansion glowed brightly with the rays emanating from the gemstones and with
Okay.
the effulgence emanating from Ravana,
So,
as if bathed with sun rays.
So that Archibi, the glow and radiance is connected. The Tritiya with.
Yes, with
Okay, one more thing what I was thinking was, see, like Ravana is said to be.
Heto Tritiya, because of.
Okay. Hetu.
Correct.
Because of great. No, like Ravana, no, was known for his Shiva Bhakti, no. So that, like when you were telling the previous sloka, that is always said, no, the only thing wrong in adharma, but there's no one, they generally say, no match to his Shiva thing. No, even in when Rama was all said also, he plays to Shiva and then it's a strong battle because he's such a ardent Shiva devotee.
But actually, we could see in Yuddhakanda whether those lines, because only in Uttarakanda we find references to Ravana Shiva Bhakti. And nowadays it has become a very popular thing to say that, hey, Ravana may be a bad person, but he was a great Shiva Bhakta. No, it's as if it allows him to be what he was, but it doesn't. So I don't really subscribe to the view that it was Shiva Bhakti. That's why I consciously stayed away from saying that. My hetu in my mind was his bala. See, anybody who's even a villain, who's very powerful, who's very strong, will have the tejas about him, right? So that tejas is really what, and that simple power that he had over the whole place, it made it glow.
Exactly, and then the intent is important, no? Wrong intent. Adharma is the only reason why they say.
Even Bhasmasura was a Shiva devotee. You know what happened to him. We know what happened.
Correct.
Shiva devotee is.
No, I too don't know. See, in some things it is depicted. Nowadays, as you're telling, even
too much of
whoever.
distortion. I haven't read the Yuddhakanda yet, so I don't know. I should actually go in and see shloka by shloka, but I know definitely that it is in Uttarakanda because I've seen it there. The references. And Uttarakanda completely is not from Valmiki origin, is the prevalent opinion. So, anyway.
No, even many have started telling that it is not to be taken like that.
Not to be taken. Yeah, I would also kind of subscribe to that. Okay, so, right. We have a few shlokas left. We will finish it in the subsequent class and also do a complete revision of this Sarga before we take up the next Sarga in the next class. We'll stop there.